everyone, my name is Starlyn and I'll be starting this very new YouTube channel called Starlyn Life, where I'll basically be reviewing products that I take an interest in because either it looks cool, looks funny, looks whatever. Either way, I got interested in it, so I decided to make a YouTube video of it. The first couple of things that I'm going to be reviewing are things that are like arts and crafts related, mainly things that I feel like you could use to decorate the house or make it look like nicer, cuter, things like that. The machine that I have here is actually going to be my very first review. It's called the VivoHome button maker. In case you didn't know what buttons are, that's what you call like little pins like this that have the back that you actually like either pin it to your clothes or backpack or things like that. They're just nice and cute to have around just to stylize yourself. So without further ado, let's get started in this review. So this is called the VivoHome button maker. I got it off of Amazon for $160. They go for $170 usually, but they had a $10 discount going on right now, so that's always a plus. So we're actually going to start with putting the handle into the machine. If you guys didn't know this, like, buttons are really fun to like play around with, just because of the fact that if you have your own machine especially, like, you could use it to like put on anything. You could put it on your work shirt and make it scream you or any of that. So this is going to be the second thing that we put on the machine. This is the top part of the button maker. It actually has a little tab down here, so when you push this machine down, on the back of it, where my finger is right now, there's actually a spot where that little tab will insert. So with that, it's inserted. So this is the other piece. This is the bottom part of the button machine. If you didn't know, these machines are actually like not that bad to use, just because of the fact that it's like one and done. I actually like this one because instead of the usual machines where you pivot to the sides, this actually just slides right in and it slides forward, which makes it easier for making buttons. And if you could actually see, I'm gonna try to put it in the way that I had in the picture, and you'll see that the machine won't allow me to do that, and I'll show you how to fix that. So I'm being stopped right here by the back tab of this, but it actually has to be inserted in that direction. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip this 180 degrees. And you're going to insert it all the way. Now for the last touch, you basically just put the pin into the little keyhole that it belongs in. And with that, you're all set. So this is actually really important when it comes to these machines. When it comes to the indented frame thingy, you actually want this to go all the way down so that there's no gap. But for the first half, the flat end, you actually want it not to go all the way down. It has to have the open gap right here. So remember, second part, all the way down. First part needs a gap. All you have to do to like fix this is basically just like move the little tab, because the tab will hit it back into the place that it's supposed to be. And the key is I didn't insert it all the way it's supposed to be inserted. Okay, so it also has this little board over here. This board is actually supposed to go under the machine like this. This is basically to like keep it from scratching and rubbing your surfaces. But unfortunately for me, I actually forgot to get a cutting board, so I'll actually be using this for cutting instead. And for cutting, they actually give you one of these. This is just a simple metal metal razor on this adjustable thing right here. I don't even know what this is, but this part is actually really important. You want to make sure that the metal shaver is right on the edge of that circle. That's what's going to give you the correct shape to go right on the machine. So with my little piece of paper that I happen to have here, I'll make a quick drawing of some sort of star shape, I guess. So there's my cute little star. Believe it or not, I am an artist. Please do believe it. So next, all you do is press it down and go in one swell circle. And if you could actually hear it, I don't know if the audio is that good or not, but it's actually cutting the paper as I go along. You could hear it scratching. That's the reason why you need a cutting board when doing this. So this is the next part. The machine actually comes, the box set actually comes with a lot of these. This is actually like, these are only one of the like 4 bags that they send in total. They send about 1,000, which is great for starting up. These are the plastic sheets that go in the middle of the buttons. So we're gonna start out with grabbing one of these, placing it on the top. Grabbing a plastic, placing it on the side. And the back piece, placing it on the side. When it comes time for them, we'll use them. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our piece of paper. We're gonna lay it flat on there. Plastic sheet, we're going to lay it on top of the paper. Now this is what I actually like about the whole thing that has here. You can actually make sure that your images always come out straight. I don't like the little swivel thing because I always forget if you're supposed to put it like upside down or right side up or whatever. With this, all I have to do is align the top with what's going to be the top of my button, and I place it right on this side with the inner part facing up and the outer part facing down. So again, the important part, make sure that this does not go all the way down when you do it. It actually has a handle over here so that if the button is tough, you could actually just hold it with your hand like I'm doing here. Press it down, comes back up. As you can see, the little top part actually took my button. Now for part 2, take this, press it all the way down. And then we have our little button already made. And then this is how it comes out. So as you could see, like using this machine is actually like really easy. The only thing that's a little bit complicated is the setup. The instructions were unclear, so I kind of figured it out myself about the whole turning thing. It actually tells you like if this is too tough, like as you can see, I was actually like pushing it down. This right there, I was pushing it too much. So what you could actually do is it also comes with an adjuster over here. It comes with an adjuster. All you have to do with the adjuster is get it into the little slot that it goes, and you just either bring it down or bring it back up. If it doesn't give you enough room, you bring it down. So as you can see, like now it's perfect. So if it doesn't give you enough room, you bring it down. But if you notice that the paper isn't going all the way down on the button, you bring it back up because that means you're not applying enough pressure. And that's going to conclude my YouTube video. I hope you enjoy watching it. I hope that you actually like these little button machines. There's many of them. They come in like different shapes and forms. So some of them are harder, some of them are easier. There's like the big mechanical ones that I think do like 5 or 6 buttons at the same time. If you're doing it like for industrial work, or not industrial work, I guess more of like for an event or something like that. They're really useful to have at like weddings and birthday parties, things like that. So all you have to do is put a pin on the valet. The person knows there's a valet. That's the person who you're going to go to, the waiter, things like that. You can decorate it, stylize it for yourself, make logos, things like that. They're always fun to have around. They're really easy to make, and they're a great way to get started when it comes to decorating your items to fit you, basically. So I guess that's going to be my conclusion for my very first video. I'll actually be giving videos on other products that I find. For one, I actually have a new scale that I actually bought. It has a little tracker on it that you could actually access through your phone. It's called Health Keep. I use it for keeping track of my weight and things like that. I'm actually on a keto diet right now. I will be posting updates as I go along with my diet. It'll probably be around like once a month or once every 2 months or something like that, just to let you know how keto's working out for me. I know many of you have heard about it, so obviously if you're interested, just leave me a message. I'll talk a little bit about keto as well. Either way, that's going to conclude my very first video, and I really do hope that you enjoy watching and hope you like the content that I'm putting. I will be back with more videos and more reviews. Thanks.